Thank you so much for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel and for joining our Happy BME Village where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are safe here with us here in our Happy BME Village. Alright, so I want to do something a little bit different today. I want to share something that is so significant to me with you. As you know, the Happy BME Village is all about us learning and growing together. So I want to kind of share my strategies, my techniques, what I'm doing, and maybe you can share what you're doing. Today I want to talk about my father who went to be with the Lord 4 years ago. On February 10th, 4 years ago, my father went to be with the Lord. And I just want to share something that I do, something that I did, something that I use to kind of help keep his memory alive. I feel like when someone goes to be with the Lord, that it's our job to keep them alive. It's our job to have conversations about them. It's our job to think about all the wonderful times that we had. It's our job to share their memory with the world. And by doing so, it keeps their memory alive. So let me just show you something that's so special to me. So come on over, I'm gonna show you something. This cabinet right here, I call Daddy's cabinet. So that's actually what I call it. And my husband, who's the best husband in the world, put together this cabinet. And it took him a long time to put this cabinet together. It's so precious. As you can see, it's kind of has a little special space all of its own. And nobody can even really go near it because I'm always, afraid that something's gonna break. So I very seldom come to the cabinet, but I do always kind of look at it. But today I wanted to come to the cabinet. So one thing that I have on the top, my father served in the military, so this is his flag. So every morning when I come down, I look at the flag and it kind of keeps me going. He was very proud to be a part of the Air Force, and he worked really hard to serve his country. So I love the fact that he was so dedicated. Now inside the cabinet there are so many sentimental things that bring me joy. So these things bring me joy. So this is a picture of my dad, and he loved to go fishing. So I actually bought this frame maybe shortly after he went to be with the Lord, and the frame was so special. I was just in the store and I seen this frame and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to buy this frame because my father absolutely loved to go fishing. He was in the military and this was his badge that he had on his uniform. And then just a few other things. I'm not going to share everything in the cabinet, but I'm going to share a few other things. Here are some of my birthday cards that I received right before my dad went to be with the Lord. And something else which is really precious to me is this. So my son, he went to senior prom, and my dad wasn't physically here to be a part of it. My mom was here, a lot of my family members were a part of it, my son's father was a part of it. However, my father was not there physically, so I kind of brought this home and I placed it in the cabinet so my dad can be a part of it. And one thing that I really want to share with you, and again, because our Happy BME Village is all about us learning and growing together, and it's about us being authentic, it's about us being transparent, it's about us really sharing so we can continue to grow. So this t-shirt is really special to me, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why this t-shirt is so special. I had this t-shirt 2 years before my father passed away. So this was for Father's Day, and this t-shirt was actually from my son to my dad. And I held on to this shirt for 2 years. And then finally, when I said, we have to make sure we give this to Pop-Up this year, we didn't have that opportunity to give it to Pop-Up. So I had this shirt for 2 years, and I didn't have the time or didn't make the time to give it to him. And then when I was able to, and I said, we're going to give this to Pop-Up this year, Pop-Up wasn't here to give it to him. And I share this story because we always feel like we have so much time. We feel like, I'll apologize tomorrow, or I'll tell them that I love them next week, or I'm gonna find time in my busy schedule next month. But those times don't always come. So I just wanted to share this shirt with you and have a truly transparent moment with you that I had this shirt for 2 years, and I said, I'll do it. Oh, we'll get to it. Oh man, you know what? I missed Father's Day. We'll do it next year. 2 years passed, and I never had an opportunity to get this shirt. Now, I'm not walking around beating myself up because I did spend time with him on Father's Day. I spent time with him every single Father's Day. And I spent a lot of time with my father. My father knew that I loved him. I knew that he loved me. And we always were in constant contact. So I'm not beating myself up about it, but I'm sharing this shirt to prove a point to you that many times we feel like we have time, and sometimes those times never come. And this is actually, and I hold on to this because it's a memory or a reminder to me to say, okay, you feel like you have time to do something that's really, really important next week or next month. You feel like you're gonna find time to spend time with this special person. And I look at this shirt and it reminds me that we don't always have an opportunity to get something to them, whether it's an item, whether it's a message, whether it's just spending time. We don't always have the time. So that's what makes this shirt so special. One more thing that I'll share is I will share these Buddy Poppies. Now, many people in my family know the Buddy Poppy story. My father was very, very dedicated to giving back to the local vets. He was always giving back to someone in the community. And every Sunday morning he would go to the market, and he had his little routine where he would go to Wawa, he would get his newspaper, he would get his coffee, he had his little grocery list, he would go to the grocery store, stop at the pharmacy, and he had his little routine every single weekend. And a part of the routine was when the vets were in the area, he would stop and he would make a donation, and he would come home with the Buddy Poppies. And what makes these Buddy Poppies so special is they're flowers that will never die. And he always brought them home to his flowers, which are myself, my mom, and my 2 sisters. So we're his flowers, and he would always say, Buddy Poppy, don't forget your Buddy Poppy. And that's kind of our family inside joke. But I just wanted to share about the best father in the world, Edward Franklin Gaines Jr. I wanted to share all the wonderful things that he has instilled in me. Such a loving, supportive father. He was so caring, so gentle. And one thing that I truly keep inside of me is that it's okay to be different, dare to dream. He was just a hard-working man, worked multiple jobs to take care of his family, really great provider, showed me what it looks like to be in a good relationship, showed me the way a man is supposed to treat a woman. And because of his great examples, he helped me to select the perfect husband for me. So I just wanted to keep his memory going. I wanted to keep his memory alive. I wanted to have a transparent moment with you, kind of let you know a little bit more about me, Wendy Inspire, about what's going on in my life, some of the real things, the real events that have happened. And then I'll show you this one picture. And this picture is also in my special daddy cabinet. And this is a picture when I was younger. We used to just hang out and have a good time. We just look so happy. And I just hold on to every single memory. So this is, I call it Daddy's Cabinet. Everybody in my family knows how special this cabinet is. Everybody respects Daddy's Cabinet. So this is the most valuable thing in my house. This is the most valuable thing in my house outside of my family. This is the most valuable thing in my house. And I was even telling my husband when we eventually move one day how we're gonna pack this up, because I don't want another daddy cabinet. I don't want to buy another one. I don't want a fancier one. I want this exact cabinet. So I'm really grateful for my husband spending so much time to put it together. And there are just so many wonderful memories in this cabinet. I wanted to show you one more. This was a watch that I got my dad for Father's Day. I got it in 2004. Can you believe that? So this is pretty old. And my nickname was Memer. So just wanted to share a little bit about me, a little bit about what's important to me, and also just encourage you to cherish every moment, understand that family is important, and also know that if you have recently lost a loved one, whether it's your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your child, anyone, a friend, a neighbor, a teacher, just know that after you get through the tough times, after you get through the crying nights, because I had a lot of them, you still have an opportunity to keep their memory going. You still can smile again. You can still keep them with you. And the more you talk about them, at least for me, the more I talk about my dad, the better I feel. The more I share about my dad, the better I feel. So if you're trying to figure out how to kind of cope or how to deal with it, maybe you can try sharing. Try sharing a happy memory. Talk about it, upload a YouTube video. I know that there's so many people that would be inspired by you just sharing your story. So whatever works for you, do it. But don't feel bad if you're down. Don't feel bad if you're crying. Don't feel like there's a specific amount of time for you to stop mourning. Everybody deals with things differently. And one thing that I definitely have peace in knowing is that my father is with the Lord. He's in a better place. There's no pain, there's no stress, there's no sorrow. And every single thing that he taught me still lives within me, and his memory still lives on. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel, and thank you for allowing me to share such an intimate moment with you. Thank you for allowing me to share a transparent moment with you. Feel free to leave a comment if this video touched your heart, if it inspired you, if you have any ideas, feel free to leave it below. But they never leave us. They stay with us forever. They just take on a different form. So I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. This upcoming Thursday is Special Thursday. You know what we do. We celebrate our friends, we celebrate our family, we celebrate our accomplishment. And that's what we do on Special Thursday. And the way that we identify Special Thursday videos is you'll see a capital S, a capital T, and a number. And the number represents the number of the video. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel and for joining our happy BME village where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are safe here with us here in our happy BME village. And don't forget to subscribe. So as soon as this video is over, make sure you subscribe. You got to meet my father, Edward F. Gaines Jr., who is the best daddy in the world. And if you want to share your story about your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, or anyone that's special to you, leave that below. All right, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you Special Thursday. Take care. Bye.